listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hi, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I am Nikki Davis Jr., and stand-up esthetician.
Esthetician, I like that. Nice.
Esthetician.
We've been watching a lot of Walter Matthau movies lately, so we watch estheticians. See, it was a good joke.
I know.
Thank you very
Only
much.
babies laugh at your jokes.
Well,
so.
I mean, it was a baby joke.
Yeah.
It was a little joke.
It was a tiny joke.
Yeah.
So, I love how she's come alive as soon as the show starts. You get it.
The camera rolls.
Yeah.
She was quiet the whole time.
Oh my God, this is
Ready.
so cool. I am so excited about this episode. Stand-up esthetician, 25 years esthetician, licensed comedian.
Mhm.
As usual, with me is my boyfriend Sherpa, set decorator, and ride here,
Right here. Yep.
Sandro Yocolano.
I put money in the meter too.
You did.
So this is interesting. I've never listened. Is this what's like a couch two shot? I think is in the industry.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't know. Also, it also sounds like it sounds terrible.
I'm not used to sitting this close to you. This is
I know. I don't like it. I don't think we even sleep this close.
We don't actually. We definitely don't. Sleep
I think
this
we have a
close.
Texas King.
A Texas.
And so it's way more fatter than a regular king bed,
Exactly.
and we sleep way far apart. You like to starfish when we sleep.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You like basically just
when he's in the desert, I'm like
Like the
yeah,
angel,
I'm totally
but in
spread
the bed.
out. And when he comes home, I'm like, why
Miserable.
are you so close to me?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, miserable.
yeah.
But I'm really excited about her. I've been so excited about this for the whole week. I think I was kind of like revving up for this, but
We were also in the desert week before this, and we were talking, and we visited one of the guests' locations
mhm.
there. So just to let you know how into it we were. We were pretty excited about it, and now no longer. Now we don't care.
The buildup
and,
is gone.
yeah.
You're
But
over
we
it.
found out about this company and the people who are here to represent it through Dean Del Rey,
Mhm.
comedian Dean Del Rey. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Yeah, he's
But
great.
yeah, and he told us all about you guys, and so I would like to introduce to you Daniel and Rachel Olvera
Yep.
of Hiba Botanical. Is that right? Botanicals?
Botanica.
Botanica. Okay, Hiba Botanica.
It's okay. We're gonna bleep out everything you said after. Hi, I'm Nikki Davis.
Thank you.
And at the very end, we're gonna keep the thank you, and then
It's a good idea.
yeah, we're not sponsored by words, so we can't use them in the podcast.
Wow, when you sit close, you do so many more jokes.
I know because I feel like I have to carry your weight. So
By the way, I don't know if the camera's cut over to Daniel and Rachel, but they brought Xochitl, their baby, who is the sweetest, most beautiful little sweetheart, who just perked up the minute we started shooting. And I'm so excited that she's here with us. She's 72, you guys. She looks amazing.
Star of the show.
I like the little. It looks like a little Rambo.
Yeah.
John Rambo. She's so cute.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
a little cholita.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I like
You know?
that.
It's
Nice.
like Eco Parque.
Yeah, you guys have a store both in Pioneer Town, right? And then also in Echo Park as well,
Yep.
Mhm.
right?
That's why I was representing Eco Parque.
See?
Oh, I like that.
She's
Mhm.
rocking the little.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
You need a
I
bandana
don't
or whatever.
know.
Yeah.
I feel like I need one
Yeah.
with a bigger bow.
Yeah. Bigger bow, yes.
That's the move. That's the bow.
Right?
The bow is like because somebody sees you from behind and they're like, oh man, you turn around.
How gangster are you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you have to
real hard.
But then people who know are like, oh, that dude's real gangster because only real gangsters would wear a
The
bow
big
that
bows,
big.
Yeah.
Because you have to own it. I respect that.
Oh.
Big bow energy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. Big bow energy. Yes, exactly. That's
You like the
perfect.
bow, you'll love the arrow.
BBE, yes. So tell me, which of your stores was first?
The Pioneer Town.
The Pioneer Town one,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that was when we like had no money. We still don't have that much money, but we had zero budget.
Wow.
And I built every shelf and everything in that store.
It's a beautiful store.
Yeah.
And so
That's
Yeah.
really cool. That's such a cool location
it's
too.
very Pioneer
Mhm.
Town.
Yep.
It's cute and quaint and tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not owned by
And-
those ladies on Sunset, whatever it's called.
Oh man. Remember this
What?
the Selling Sunset?
Selling Sunset.
Situation.
Oh, we
my
own this
gosh,
place.
No.
Yeah, everybody in Pioneer Town hates them.
It's a good talking point, though. on
Everybody in the high
podcasts.
desert
Did they do? Everybody in the whole high desert?
hates those
Yeah.
people.
I mean, it's the whole Morongo Basin I've learned, or whatever that area is. That whole it's a big place, but it seems like a small community.
Yeah, I love that about it.
Mhm.
Honestly, I lived in LA before we lived in the desert. We moved there in 2019. I lived in LA for, I don't know, 20 years. And I have, lots of friends, but never felt the sense of community the way we do in the desert. People like invite you to dinner, and they like, you go and you literally actually go to their house and have dinner with them. Not like here in LA where it's like, yeah, let's grab lunch, and you never
Never
see them.
So many
again.
the plans become the thing you did. Let's make plans.
Let's make plans.
It
That
actually
becomes-
happens. It
Yeah,
actually happens. You actually have dinner with people and lunch, and
Yeah.
you build a community. And so, yeah, and that's, I think, why we've been able to do what we've done is because of the high desert community.
Very
They've
cool.
embraced us, and and we love them for it.
Oh, they want to support local. They
Oh my
love,
gosh,
they love
yeah.
to support local, and that's a good and it's a testament to who you are too, because they don't just jump on. You're like, oh, is this person gonna bail out? They're gonna be gone
Yeah.
soon, or
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Is that kind of like a lot of like the background for like the company? Is it like something that like, or your business as far as like wanting to give back to community kind of a thing, or is it just like a community kind of feel? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like it's owned by two people that care about it.
Well, I mean, I think we love what we do. Rachel's a chemist, and
Oh,
so
wow.
she has a chemistry background, and so
That's really
So
cool.
cool.
we had moved there right before the pandemic.
Mm.
But even before that, we backpacked around the world for 6 months. I sold my businesses even before that. So I lived in LA, met her out here in LA, and then I was just burnt out and tired of the city.
Yeah.
And so
It happens.
I was like, hey, we had only known each other for 6 months. I was like, hey, I'm selling my businesses and gonna backpack around the world. You want to come along? And she's like, hell yeah. And so
That's ride or die. I love that.
and
That is
so-
super cool.
and so we did.
She's like, hell yeah.
And she ended up not hating me too badly because, traveling together every day,
yes.
it was,
That's a huge test.
she's going to either hate me or love me or both.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
it was
A
both.
little bit of both.
Yeah.
She says
Yeah.
both, yeah.
Enough to not leave my ass. And so that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
great. But it brought us closer, and then we had to come back. We had like a family emergency. And so we ended up moving to Joshua Tree because I was like, I'm done with LA and the city. And I have friends that have lived out there for a long time. And I was like, I know it and I like it. And I feel like it's good.
Yeah.
And so we did it. And then we were there trying to figure out what we were going to do next.
Mm-hmm.
And we, of course, everything but the obvious, we were trying to launch as a brand or a business. And then we were already making things for ourselves. And so I was like, well, this could be a business. And her sisters and her girlfriends, because we were making little things. Like she was making like a moisturizer and I was making Castile soap, but it was never with the intention of starting a brand.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, we want to make this
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we think we can make it better. And
Plus, when you're in the desert, you need so much of that stuff that you guys,
Yeah,
like
well,
all the
the
balls.
It's like a
pandemic-
necessity.
and the pandemic.
Oh,
Like, we
and
had a lot of
the-
time on our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was making sauerkraut and kombucha and whatever else.
I mean, yeah, we did.
You did
We
too?
did
We did
Yeah.
all of
Oh,
that.
that's so
we
cool.
didn't do that.
So we were. You didn't?
No.
You weren't in the
We
desert.
just watch TV a lot.
Well, that's, and we did that too.
Yeah.
We did a lot of that.
Ordered in.
So then I noticed that her sisters and her girlfriends were like, hey, give me one of those. Let me have one of these. And I was like, is this a business? And so
Yeah.
I don't know if I answered your question.
I think you answered what you want. I think you said what you wanted to say, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. I wanted to find out where the
origins
the
of
origin.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it-
no,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, so that's really cool, and that's what it seems like. It seems like it's something that kind of came like organically, especially like being in the desert. First thing I thought was like, you're like, hell, it was too dry. So what I'm even thinking about, you're just like, I gotta moisturize. When she goes there, it's just
Rachel, how do you deal with it? Like when I go there, my hair feels like hay, and I look 100 years old when I go there.
Well, I do think my skin got a little worse when I moved there. I don't know. I think you adjust. We also have a good water filter on our house now.
Okay, yeah,
It's good for your hair.
Oh my God, it's a game changer.
Yeah, it is a game changer.
Yeah.
Like okay.
The water's just so hard
Is
out
it
there.
bad? Okay.
Yeah,
And it's
really
hard
bad.
on your skin and your hair.
mhm.
Because there's
Oh.
ammonia, there's chlorine, there's
It's just like really hard
all
water
sorts
too.
of things
Right.
in the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
There's I know in Morongo, I have a friend out there, and they said the water's so bad that they drop off like 5-gallon jugs, like 3 of them a month, at least something like that,
Yeah.
minimum.
For free though, right?
For free, yeah. They just,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some areas out there that like there's like lead and arsenic
Oh my God.
in the like groundwater because however many years ago, like 100 over 100 years ago, it was like mines everywhere.
That's
So
right.
they were mining,
right.
and so they leached all these chemicals into
Right.
the ground that are still there, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, I like to ingest lead and arsenic on my
On your
on my
terms.
watch.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
I don't want it forced on me. Sometimes
course
I'll
not.
just, if I have a weekend to myself, maybe, but not every
You wanted to
day.
do it on your own volition.
Exactly.
I get it. I
I
get
don't
it.
need, I don't need heavy level,
Heavy metal.
heavy metal poisoning.
Yeah.
Heavy levels. There we go.
Okay, so then, and then you guys obviously you care about, not only do they care about the environment, but you guys care about just like natural products in general.
Yeah.
And maybe I should have said that in reverse order. Not only do you
Mhm.
care about the natural stuff, but you also are super concerned about the environment, because I love that all of your packaging is just, it's just glass for the most part, right?
Yeah, glass
Yeah.
and like craft paper labels.
I love that.
Even
so
labels
much.
have plastic on them,
Yeah.
and that ends up in the landfill or in your bodies or
Mhm.
in the ocean or wherever.
Yeah.
Just to add to like why we also started the brand was
Mhm.
Rachel's got crazy sensitive skin. Like she's just acne prone,
Wow.
allergy prone,
Eczema.
eczema, everything prone.
Wow.
And she was kind of having issues, and so she was trying all these different products, and she was trying like the fancy or more expensive, better stuff from
Ye-
like Nordstrom's or wherever, and
Yeah.
then comparing those ingredients to the stuff that you'd find in the skincare at Walmart or something, and
Mhm.
it's the same
It's the
stuff,
same, huh?
just fancier branding and packaging.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
So that kind of inspired, I think, her to just, and us to kind of just start making things. And so, because we were like, well, why does it need all of these things? Why can't it just be these 4 basic ingredients?
Oh, so
Right.
why is water the top ingredient on all moisturizers?
Yeah, that's so true. And then
It's
the
'cause-
alcohol a lot of times
Because it
too,
waters it
right?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
it's
there-
watered down, literally.
And
Yeah.
they're
There is
making
good
more profit.
alcohols.
There is okay.
Yeah.
Like plant? Is it plant alcohol? or something?
No, like cetyl alcohol. It's not like ethanol. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
like a drying like what you
Oh, okay.
what it comes to mind. Like cetyl alcohol is actually like moisturizing, and it's a common skincare.
Oh, I didn't know
ingredient.
that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just like all oils aren't oily.
right.
Some of them are drier. And so, anyways, there's different types of.
And this may not be the same thing, but also I've learned that schnitzel is not just sausage. Schnitzel is also like, it looks like a cutlet. I'm not even kidding. It's true.
what are you even talking about?
We're talking about the fact that not all oils are oily.
Yeah.
Not all
Not all
schnitzels
alcohol
are
is
schnitzels.
drying.
Schnitzeling.
So
Yeah.
schnitzels can be, they look like cutlets sometimes, you know?
Okay.
They
Oh,
do.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Mhm.
You know what?
They do. I've had many different types of schnitzel.
See? Thank you very much. See?
So-
All you have to do is
There's bad schnitzel.
just let me keep talking
Yeah.
eventually. See this bad schnitzel?
And there's good schnitzel.
Yeah.
Like this is like good people and bad people. There's good people, good schnitzel, bad schnitzel.
Yeah, I like that show.
That's a great show.
Yeah, yeah.
Good schnitzel, bad
That's
schnitzel.
all, yeah. We're gonna have a rapid fire round at the end called "Good Schnitzel, Bad Schnitzel." Just hold up schnitzels.
I want to watch that.
I want to keep saying that word all day long.
It's schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
That could be your next hit, bro.
Yeah.
That could be your next hit. I mean, yeah.
Go viral for schnitzel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be the title.
That's your
right there.
tagline right there.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
viral for
For
schnitzel.
schnitzel.
Print t-shirts. You ready?
Yeah.
It's not just a German thing. What? What does that even mean? And then, yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you about. I mentioned. Well, first of all, can we talk about frankincense?
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody's talking about it now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have been into it for quite a while.
Mhm.
When did you start your line, by the way? Like 2021 or 2 or something like that?
I think technically like our first market where we like sold our first jar would be 2020.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
and now do you notice that suddenly everybody's talking about frankincense? Or do you not even know that?
No.
I hear it on like like the TikToks and all those things.
Oh, yeah,
like
okay.
beef tallow and TikTok and frankincense.
Like a
Everybody's
beef
talking
tallow.
about.
Beef
Yeah.
tallow, that one's popped up a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beef tallows popped up.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Mm-hmm. They even
Yeah.
have beef tallow fries. I've mentioned it before, but so I don't understand.
They used to put it in Oreo cookies a long time ago.
Oh, that's what that was. My friends used to always be like, there's lard in those cookies. It's animal fat.
It's probably better than what they're putting in it now, but
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
simple. I think the more simple, the better. We're not
Mhm.
against beef tallow.
Sure.
It's great.
Yeah,
You know?
people who love tallow.
I don't think I would want it on a moisturizer though.
No.
I don't know if I would either.
I've heard like my friends are like they like to use it, but I've heard from like their girlfriends and stuff. They're like they end up smelling like rotten meat by the end of the night. And I'm like,
That's going in the
nice.
teaser.
Being Mexican, I just had an idea of like grilling some carne asada, and then like you just save the carne asada oil, and you're just like, yeah, let me just.
Oh,
Dude, that is absolutely an uncle move.
Yeah,
Dude,
That's you go over and your
That's
uncle's
the
like,
tío, bro. The
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
tío.
yeah.
It's
That's-
like
Yeah.
tío.
absolutely, yes, yeah.
Just
All
some carne
the,
asada, eh?
dude, just yesterday, I was sometimes I work as a delivery driver just for for research, and and so somebody had like their gutters was they're messed up or whatever. So the guy I know he put a 2-liter bottle on it, and had the spigot and put like the tape around it, and I was like, that's the uncle move.
Dude,
I'm not gonna call the building manager. I'm gonna take care of this myself. I'll fix the gutter with a soda
I
bottle.
thought you were going to say with beef tallow.
I call it
It could've been beef
Mex-Giver. Mex-Giver.
MacGyver. I
You know,
like that.
MacGyver.
Yes.
You MacGyver it, but
Dude.
it's Mex-Giver it. You
I love that.
You gotta like. I got toothpicks. I
Mhm.
got some like some what's that stuff called? Some like black electrical
Oh,
tape.
yeah.
That's
And a
my
screwdriver.
family all the time. Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go. But you have that mentality, but then your packaging isn't toothpicks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like nice quality product you can reuse again. So it's
Reusable toothpicks.
We're not
yeah.
Mex-Givering the skincare. I promise.
Yeah.
We're not. I mean, if it was up to me,
But those
we have Rachel, so
There you go.
she's actually a chemist, so she's
That's really cool.
we're not.
she takes it and then has the refinement, and then it goes.
I'm
into
just like, how can we do this quick? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she's just, no, I'm more the like
yeah.
salesman guy. I don't know, getting us out there, business.
Yeah,
part,
yeah.
And she likes to make all the things and nerd out in
That's
the
so
lab.
cool. What were you doing with your chemistness before?
I actually graduated like maybe a year before I met Daniel, or during.
During when we
Yeah.
like right when we
We
first
just
met,
met.
she had just graduated or was
Yeah.
graduating college.
So yeah,
That was-
it's actually like my main major is biology, and then I have a degree in chemistry as well.
Well, she was actually studying for the MCAT before we like decided to do any of this, and so but anytime she would schedule to go take her MCAT, it got canceled because of the pandemic and because
Oh
we
right.
couldn't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'd reschedule and then they would cancel, and so she never was able to take her MCAT, and so then because everybody was just like
Yeah.
at home losing their minds,
Right.
we decided to be productive and.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You guys seem like you met at both the right times
Yeah.
for each other,
Yeah.
and then like just certain things like you had the test, it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of
It's life.
And we
Yeah.
get to benefit from it.
absolutely.
They
Yeah.
sent us so many things, you guys.
Did they? Okay, that's
oh my god! Well, that's why I was going to ask you about the frankincense because I put it on everything.
It's-
The oil.
Yeah.
What is it good for? Tell us what it's good for.
I mean, like frankincense, it's great for skin texture. Like if you're saying just for your skin, a lot of people use it for like an anti-cancer.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like take supplements of it. So
What
Yeah,
isn't?
they
What is
ingest it.
frankincense even? Like a plant?
It's like
Yeah.
the Boswellia something or other. I forget the scientific name of the term of the tree, but it's Boswellia something. Anyway, so it's like it's a tree. It's a tree.
it's
and
the resin from the tree.
resin
So like the
from the
sap.
tree,
Okay, so
yeah.
it's like super concentrated stuff from the
Mhm.
tree,
it's like
right?
the sap or the resin from the
Yeah.
tree. Yeah.
I've seen that. What did you say it was?
Boswellia something. I kind of want to look it up because
I've seen that
There's
word
there's
on
the
certain things.
there's several different species of it. There's
Yeah.
like serrata or
There's a few different
different-
species, but
yeah.
it's Boswellia something, and there's a few of them. But yeah, it grows mainly like in Africa, parts of
Mhm.
Africa. That's where it's like native,
Mhm.
and it just has amazing healing properties. And I think it's also known as like the oil, like frankincense oil is known as like the oil of kings, or
Right.
something
Right,
that.
right.
Frankincense
So,
and myrrh and
yeah, frankincense and myrrh.
Do you
I
guys use
love-
myrrh as
That was
well?
a good band, by the way.
We
Yeah, yeah.
do.
You
Yeah,
do?
we have myrrh in one of our perfumes,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, number 19 perfume.
Oh, wow. I want to talk about that one too. Let's talk about sunblock. you guys knowing being in the desert, I know you need it. Yeah,
Exactly, sunblock.
Sochi needs some
Sochi,
sunblock.
yeah.
My goodness.
If you need
Oh
me
my
to
God.
take care, or if you want to hand her over,
Okay.
by any means,
Let's get her a microphone.
I
I
mean,
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
happy to help.
This is the best. I'm so happy you guys brought her. She's so cute.
She's with us all the time.
Yeah,
We
no
like-
babysitters here.
We like to incorporate her into everything we do in our lives. And that's
that.
part of why we have our family businesses,
She looks
because
so excited.
we really want it to be a family business.
Yeah.
As soon as she's able to, I'm going to put her ass to work. Yeah. I mean, start them young.
All right, so tell me about sunblock, because I'm obsessed. I used to completely stay out of the sun. My mom kept me out of the sun for my whole life, and then she would just slather me with zinc and stick me in the corner, and I wasn't allowed to play in the pool with the other kids because,
no.
I mean, I'm pretty fair, and I've had some serious burns in my life.
Wow.
So I'm glad now, you know, it almost, you know, almost 57 that she did that, because otherwise I think I would have a lot more like sun damage than I have. But I feel like we've come so far since those days, even though you're probably using more simple stuff than you're going to get. I mean, I won't use, for the most part, unless I'm outside for a long period of time, I don't want to use anything that's got sunscreen, you know, like the chemical sunscreens, because it just bakes it in. But tell me, can you? What is your sunblock? Right?
Technically,
Technically sunblock. Yeah. So
Go ahead.
yeah. So we actually only use zinc oxide, the non-nano zinc oxide.
Yeah.
A lot of like natural brands use the titanium oxide.
Mhm.
I believe it's oxide. I'm not a fan of that one because that's what creates the really like white cast.
Oh,
the
titanium
oxide.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
titanium. And it's not that it's like toxic or anything, it's fine. But yeah, it creates more of a white cast. It doesn't really go clear. And then it also doesn't protect against UVB rays.
Okay,
Whereas
which
zinc
is the burning, right?
protects against both
Right.
UVA and UVB. So it's just have a higher zinc oxide percentage.
People, I think, need to know like that SPF really only corresponds to the amount of time, right, that you can spend in the sun without burning, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the A rays, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I think people think they go out and they buy SPF 100, that they're doing themselves a favor. But I don't think so.
Yeah, and you always have to reapply after water,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
no matter how waterproof it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole nother can of worms. Waterproof. You don't want anything waterproof on your skin.
God, no.
PFOS.
What's that?
PFOAs, right?
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. There's like
Do they put it in sunscreen now?
so,
make it-
so waterproof waterproofing
Mhm.
is they use PFOS, which is a chemical, or many, like there's thousands of them, chemicals that were created by DuPont
Oh.
back in the, I don't want to misquote, but I think it was either the 50s or the 70s, and they use them for a lot of things, but waterproofing is one of them, and so that's what they put in sunscreen.
Oh, wow.
It's like
Um,
forever chemicals.
So forever
Yeah.
chemicals, what is known as now.
That's disgusting. And,
And,
then they put it in a plastic bottle to make it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in like almost like all the
It's-
plastics.
it's in tons of stuff.
Like all the fire retardants.
Yeah, so the fires that we have in California, and you see the helicopters dropping that red stuff,
Yeah.
Mhm.
PFOS,
I did not
Wow.
know that.
and that gets
Yeah.
into our water system. And there's farms, I think, all over the U.S., mainly where the DuPont factory is, over in North Carolina, that is just has insane levels of PFOS, and a lot of these farmers have had to like shut down their farm. They're like family farms that they've had for
Yeah.
generations.
Oh yeah, like that guy that had the cattle farm.
Yeah.
And his meat was contaminated with it
With
because they're
PFOS, like the ground, everything. There's lots of farmers.
and they
that
even
are-
say like no levels are safe for us to consume.
Oh, wow. If they're saying that, then it's
But
gotta
it's
be
still
true, because
legal.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't tell you.
it's still legal to put it in
Of course.
everything.
Another reason
Skincare is
for
not
water
regulated
filter.
in the U.S.
Another reason for what?
Water filters.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I know.
So you're saying skincare is not regulated in the U.S.?
Skincare is not a regulated. Well, not like our food is regulated.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
still finding sketchy stuff in our food. So
Totally.
skincare is regulated even less than
Mhm.
food, and so you're finding silicates and copolymers and phthalates and PFAS and all sorts of just crazy things that we don't know exactly what they're doing to us long term, because they haven't, we have all these like autoimmune situations that are happening in us more than ever. Why?
Exactly.
Why? What's and people are getting cancer younger and younger. I just was reading something this morning about that. It's
like
kind of
childhood
sad.
cancer. Childhood cancer, like
Oh, really?
higher rates of.
Oh, wow.
There's higher rates of just cancer in younger people, like children and like
Young
and then like
adults.
people in their 20s.
Wow.
Like getting like breast cancer in your 20s. Like that's
crazy.
or colon cancer in men in their 20s.
So it has to be something you're ingesting, because you're not like just gonna get.
It's our food, or
cancer.
it's our water, it's our skincare,
Right.
it's anything that we put, or even in our air, right? Stuff
Yeah, that's
we breathe,
true.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like, especially now that you grow up now and you're instantly online on social media, you're exposed.
Yeah.
So you are, conscious of how you look. You put on skincare much younger.
Yeah.
That stuff gets into your skin, obviously, like, and that's really it's just sad how it's just unregulated. Because it's almost kind of like they're like, there's enough people we can sell to, and then you continue. But
they put profits over people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we don't. We put people over profits. You know, we don't. We just love doing what we do, and we're not trying to ever be L'Oreal or anything crazy like that. We just want to make things that are good for our family first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? For what would we put on our baby?
Right.
Yeah.
And if we wouldn't put it on our baby, then we're not going to make it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It seems simple to me.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying, anything you put on your skin is going inside your body.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, your
If the
skin's your
nicotine
largest
pouch goes
organ.
in. Yeah, exactly. Your skin is your largest organ.
So
Exactly.
you're absorbing anything that goes on your pores, on your
Totally.
skin, into your bloodstream.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
That's okay. Don't ever do it again. Now, we hung out in the desert, like I was saying, and we like, and we like.
She's looking at me like, do you let him talk to you like that?
Absolutely.
I make him talk to me like that.
Yeah. Exactly. It's stipulation.
Yeah.
But we hung out in the desert. We had shows out there, so we had a little spot. We hung out, and we just used your stuff all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And how do I say this? We took a bunch of adult aspirins, like adult, like ibuprofens. How do I say it? Drugs.
Drugs.
And we took drugs, and we like hung out, and we like took walks. Then we came back, and we used I'm not even kidding. We had like the desert balm with us. Like we had like all this stuff with us. It made us feel so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It was a nice home
We were
base.
just like putting we would go back in and like put the oils on.
Just like open the tin and you're just like,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yes, totally.
I do that. And I don't have to be on drugs to do
Yeah.
that.
You don't?
You don't.
No.
You don't. It makes it, not
It
saying better. It's
enhances,
different.
are you saying it enhanced your experience?
Yes.
It enhanced
Absolutely.
the experience. It kept us hydrated in the harsh environments, and it felt like it was nice like aromatherapy to it, and it felt very like, I keep like saying home, but it does. It felt like it was like, okay, everything's cool, and it was like nice.
Right.
It felt
Home
very
base.
Grounding,
home
sort
base.
of,
Yes.
So
yeah.
were you guys like walking through the desert naked or something and just had like skincare on you, or like
We could
you were, like
have,
through
though.
the harsh environment? We were.
I
It sounded like
I
you
would
were
never-
like you just embarked into the
It,
middle
it
of
kind of
nowhere.
felt like that. I would never do that though, because I don't have enough pockets when I'm naked. So it's something about, I don't know what it is, but I think the
We
better
can find one.
the better shape I am, the less pockets I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're like just walking around enough, like just being out of our minds, just like with like no dry lips.
No dry lips.
was
Yeah.
nice.
no dry anything.
Also,
None. Nothing.
Also, I noticed that you sent because there's 3 soaps or 4 of the bars, right?
We
like
actually have more now.
You do?
we have,
Yeah.
So we got the facial one, and then there's a body exfoliating one, and then I forget what the other, just regular
working
body
hands?
one.
Working hands? Is it like a
Was it
brown
that
one?
one?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the one. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that
got
one's a
coffee
scrub.
grounds.
Yeah.
Just having
That's
that in the
awesome.
bathroom when
Yeah.
I walk in the house, I feel like we're like so wealthy. It's like, what is that beautiful smell in the house? And it's just soap in the bathroom. It's so nice though. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if they get to a certain age where you're really like, or maybe a certain age, but just a certain time when you really start to like, I never really cared about that kind of stuff because it was something my mom had or whatever.
Yeah.
But now I see it, I'm like, oh, it's just a nice little thing you do for yourself.
Yeah.
And you also know you're taking care of yourself and it smells great. So, again, I don't want to keep talking about drugs, but no, I'm kidding. I mean, the
kidding,
Heba
he
Botanica.
does. Yeah.
But yeah, it's really soothing. It really is.
Yeah.
It feels nice when you take care of yourself.
Do you lather each other?
No, we haven't tried that
skincare?
yet. We could.
That's a nice move.
Did you?
Is he giving me the signal?
He gave you a signal that you have 30 minutes left of your life.
Okay,
No.
perfect. Okay, so we talked about frankincense. We talked a little bit about the sunblock, soaps, the oil. Tell me a little bit about perfume and like why you have the formulations that you do and anything else that you want to tell us about the perfumes. Because I love perfume and I just bought some and now I'm like starting to hate the smell of it because it's top notes of just chemicals.
Where'd you get it from?
Target.
Yeah.
I had a Target gift card, you guys. I'm sorry.
You gotta use that gift card.
I know.
It's a Target. You gotta be a mark.
I know. I also made sure to do it when nobody else in the building was around, so that they didn't see the Target guy show up at the house.
Exactly.
We're not gonna judge you. We're
Thank
just gonna
you.
send you perfume.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you.
Man,
And I know that was a ploy for us to send you perfume.
Thank you.
So we would have done it anyways.
Oh,
See, there
I
you go. They
appreciate
don't
it.
play around.
They don't play around.
All right.
But I noticed you had a few different. You have how many do you guys have? 3?
We only have 4 right
You
now.
have 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
were trying to come out with a new spring one, but babies and treatment rooms. We're opening treatment rooms at the
Are you
the
really?
Echo Park store. Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
Something I wanted to kind of touch base on. We'll go back to
Absolutely.
the perfume.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I might actually see if you guys need some help over there.
So they're currently being finished, and so we built out the storefront first so we could just open the doors and generate some income.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we'll be ready by next month, but construction never goes as planned. So we'll have 4 treatment rooms. You'll be able to book an appointment with our estheticians to get a facial and our skincare.
That's really cool.
Do you guys know what I do?
You're an esthetician?
Yeah, but I also specialize in facial massage and like I don't really use a lot of product, but I would use yours. But
cool.
Because of that reason, I don't really care for a lot of the stuff that people put in the products.
Yeah.
But I specialize in lifting and toning the facial muscles, and then also going inside the mouth and like doing all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
What is that called?
Like a buckle massage. That's what they're
I
calling
was
it
going to
now.
say something with a B. I can never pronounce it. I
Yeah,
always-
buckle. Like, because this is the buccadator, and there's like 5 different muscles that connect right
Yeah.
there.
I've never experienced that, but
Yeah.
I have.
she has, obviously.
My job pops. So like
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
massage therapist. And she's amazing.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
helped me
Really
with
helps.
like tension headaches and whatnot, like all these like little knots in there, like she calls them like little goldfish.
Yeah.
She just like massages your. Did she stick her whole hand in your mouth or something? How does that
No,
work?
no, no. That's like off the books, yes, but
Off
for
the
tax
books,
reasons,
yes.
for tax reasons and liability reasons, no.
Anyways, I don't want to talk completely about me, but but I did want to get into like what is it that you guys don't like in your perfumes?
We don't like in ours.
Yeah, like what? No, I'm saying like that you don't like. The reason why you formulated yours the way you did was because to avoid certain things that do what
Gotcha.
types of things.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the spray ones have alcohols in them. I prefer oil-based just because they last longer, like on the shelf. They are better for your skin. Yeah, and then all the scents are, plant-based essential oils or extracts. So
Versus chemical fragrance, which is in most perfume and skincare, and it's cheap. Chemical fragrance is dirt cheap, and that's why.
like a fraction of the cost.
Really?
That's why
Yeah.
these companies, it's in candles, it's in aerosols, it's in room sprays, anything fragrant. All the big brands. Even I'm not gonna mention them, but all the big brands, and so.
And even smelling things can disrupt your hormones.
That's what I was going to ask
So,
you
yeah,
about.
so-
yeah.
So this chemical fragrance
crazy.
they have phthalates.
Yeah.
Phthalates cause endocrine disruption, and so
Mm-hmm.
your hormones. And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
It's just amazing to me, like that when you're smelling something, you're actually taking in that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's like
It's not like looking at
micro
something.
particles that you're
Yeah.
inhaling and ingesting.
and it's just going into your system. And
Every
it's
time you go to the bathroom, I think about that.
just- yeah, isn't it bad?
It is bad. Actually.
Sometimes I'll walk by. Sometimes I'll walk by my toothbrush just going like this.
Just
I like to
Afterwards?
I
shaking
like to
it.
conduct the air.
Yeah.
You know, it's just really bizarre.
We did an episode about phthalates, though, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, talking about that because that's the stuff that really scares me. And like the little girls are putting that on themselves too. And it's like we already have enough hormones in the water and the food, and then now the phthalates and the and these people who do the plugins. My Aunt Betsy does like those plugins, and it's like it makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. There's got to be something wrong with those the plug-in things.
Those things, those are. I don't know if I'm super sensitive to them now, but like they nauseate me, give me headaches, and I walk by people and they don't seem to. I don't know if maybe people are used to it or.
I don't know. I think people just maybe they're not around them long enough. But
Yeah.
they're literally burning whatever is in
Chemicals.
that cartridge. It's
Yeah.
just
Burning it,
chemicals
yeah.
in the electrical socket.
Yeah.
And it's just like it is just like infusing the air with the crap.
It's so bad.
Crazy.
It's like if we could see, like, put like a filter on it, a lens
Yeah.
to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's same thing with candles.
Oh, I know.
You're like
yeah.
burning and like
and the lead
smoke
and
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, and like the wicks are sometimes dipped in chemicals.
Mhm.
And
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
yeah,
What do they embalm people in?
the
formaldehyde?
Formaldehyde.
Yes,
Formaldehyde.
yes.
Oh, in a
You know,
candle.
They'll find they've found formaldehyde in candles and in the wicks.
And you guys do candles too, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Non-toxic
See, that's
candles.
so cool.
That's really nice. Yeah. I won't even bring the lead ones into the house
Bedroom.
anymore. Yeah, I mean, into the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to wear lead bibs. There's lead candles.
I'm like, what are we doing with candles in the bedroom?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing.
Fire hazard.
Yeah.
Nothing fun.
Yeah, nothing fun. Yeah. But yeah, my mom taught me early on, like the beeswax and don't use the whatever other garbagey candles out there. But I didn't realize how many other, like you were saying, like there's stuff on the wick itself I didn't even think about, like just what to keep it lit.
I think it's
slow it
again.
down.
It goes down to like it's cheaper.
Mm.
It costs like nothing to make when you're using cheap chemicals, right? And so, have you ever bought a little tiny bottle of like a pure essential oil?
Yes.
Like it's
expensive.
expensive.
Very expensive. Yeah.
So we're putting like a lot of mini bottles inside one candle.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
right.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive, and so
When
you
have a bottle of like pesticide, you're like, I might as well use this to cut it.
yeah.
Instead, they're like, oh, this is way cheaper.
You don't want to waste it.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
waste it.
I
We're just
don't
gonna
wanna-
pesticide.
That's
That's true.
Pesticides.
It's gonna go bad on the shelf.
Wait, take me back to here. For a second.
Paradise City.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Sorry. ask
So
your question.
I know you want to move along or whatever. I had one question
Yeah,
though.
please.
I did want to get to the name Hiba Botanica.
Hiba Botanica.
So how did that come about? Is that
Yeah, we got. I've told that story a million times.
all right? Well, then never mind.
Yeah.
So
That's okay. I feel like I have. Rachel and I couldn't, like, everything we wanted was taken, and
Mhm.
so Rachel was doing
like domains.
domains,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
wanted our own .com.
and
Right,
so
right.
not a
Absolutely.
.co or a dot.
TV or
Yeah.
or, a million other ones.
yeah.
.skincare or
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I will say that's Rachel. I like to say she channeled that name. But I wasn't into it at first. She's like, Hiba, I'm gonna make up a word. And then I was like, oh man, here we go. And so and she had all these options, and I was like, I like this one. And she's like, I like these three. And I was like, well, what about these? And she's like, nah. And so finally she chose
Mm-hmm.
that name. And I was like, I don't like it. She's like, I don't care. And I was like,
Rachel, I love you.
Whatever, bro.
Stick to your guns,
and
yeah.
so then I was just like,
You
whatever.
liked the Botanica part.
Oh, the Botanica, I'll tell you like where that
Mhm.
came in. So Botanica is because when I was a little boy, I would go with my grandmother, my abuelita, to these stores that are called botanicas. And you
Mhm.
find them in like Latino neighborhoods in the
Yeah.
barrio, in the hood. And
Yeah,
so have you guys ever been to one? You've seen them?
No.
Oh yeah,
You've seen them?
I've been,
Yeah, they're kind of scary sometimes.
yeah.
And so she would go to this one in particular all the time, and that old guy was like the curandero or like healer guy. And,
Okay.
and like he would do like these cleansing kind of ceremonies with my grandma and me sometimes. But anyways, he had like, I just remember he was very organized and neat. All these little brown glass bottles filled tonics and tinctures and like potions and whatever. I don't know. And so, but some of it was like plant medicine, you know, and then prayer candles on one side, incense on another. And then there was a section that I never went to that was very scary, full of witchy things. And so
Chicken feet or
anyways,
whatever,
so
yeah.
botanica comes from that. And so, but botanica means botany in Spanish. And
Yeah.
so
Okay.
the concept for the store is a modern take on a botanica,
Okay.
but an ode to my abuela.
Oh,
And
that's really nice.
So anyways, so yeah, we made up, Rachel made up a word, hiba.
Love
and
it.
so it ended up, later on we found out that it means gift or gift of God in Arabic. And this was a customer that just was
Whoa.
like, hey, do you know what this means? And we're like, nothing, we made it up. He's like, no, actually it means gift or gift of God. And then
Either the way we pronounced it or the way we spelled it.
way we spelt it, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think
and-
in Farsi it's zeba, the way
Yeah.
we spell it,
Yeah.
but that means like natural beauty, I believe.
And then like
They're
some
both
other
great. My
customers,
gosh. Yeah.
some other customer said that in Hebrew or Old Hebrew, I don't know, that it means natural or natural beauty. Anyway, so gift of God, natural beauty. We were like, hey, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
it seems
that's
like that's like a nice theme
Yeah.
that's been going. It kind of just flows into it and just works
Yeah.
out like in that way. That's
Yeah.
really
Rachel's
cool.
got the magic. You just channeled that. I love
She
that.
does.
And she just insisted. That's my favorite part.
And, you know, I didn't argue, and I'm glad I didn't. Too hard.
Well, we love your stuff so much. So okay, before we
love the
wrap it
packaging as
up,
well.
yeah, we
Thanks.
love the
I love
packaging.
the print, the packaging, everything. It's just
Thank you.
I
Very
love glass, anything.
mhm.
Okay, so let's see. We're gonna do a rapid fire 5 true or false.
False.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, too
Yep.
fast? Okay.
Yeah. Should I just read it from my phone or look at the notes up there? It's
You
harder.
should-
It's kind of harder
you know
to
what?
look over there.
My glasses on.
Read it from your phone once and
Okay.
read it up there once and let me know how the difference.
I hate you so much. Okay, so true or false? If a product says natural on the label, it's guaranteed to be non-toxic and safe for your skin.
False.
False.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Majorly.
Yeah,
false.
you guys saw the answer, but yeah, they
Major-
know for
no,
sure.
Major,
right?
sure.
major false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural?
Yeah.
I mean, arsenic's natural.
That's a
Yeah.
really good
Petroleum is
point.
natural.
Oh my god.
Put that in your car. You probably shouldn't put it on your skin.
yeah.
That's a great point.
That's so true when people say natural. It's like, yeah, there's so many things out there that are naturally poisonous to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I mean, doesn't mean you
literally-
should ingest it.
Yeah.
It's not regulated, and it could include synthetic or harmful ingredients.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, number 2, true or false? Essential oils like frankincense should always be used undiluted directly on the skin.
False.
False.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would happen if I put just straight frankincense on my skin?
Some people break out in rashes. It's
Okay.
really concentrated. People can get almost like burns from it.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't usually bug me. I've spilt many essential oils on my hands while making stuff. But I do know people that have gotten like rashes from the more intense ones like tea tree.
Oh God,
Okay.
yeah. You can't use
Yeah.
that without a little bit of a carrier oil.
Yeah,
No.
you always want to dilute with like a carrier oil.
Yeah. All right. True or false?
That's right, Xochitl. You're right. Carrot
Yeah,
oil.
exactly. Yeah.
She knows.
So true or false? Some natural ingredients like citrus oils can make your skin more sensitive to the sun.
True.
True.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's they have like a certain chemical in them and then there's also essential oils that they've removed that chemical. So some of those are safe.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's usually there's usually like a certain time that you can like certain essential oils. A lot of the citrus is specifically from the fruit of it.
Mhm.
Like some of them, there's different parts of the plant, like leaves, the rind,
Oh, right.
so it also depends the part of the plant, and then it also depends on the time. So sometimes they're like, oh, you need to wait 30 minutes. Some are like 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
So some are like the sensitivity level ranges
varies.
greatly.
This was mentioning like bergamot. Do you guys use bergamot in anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do? I love
Yeah.
the smell of bergamot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and can be phototoxic, it says. Yeah.
Ugh, never take a
Mhm.
picture of bergamot.
It's phototoxic.
Yeah.
All right. They can't all be.
Hey.
They can't all be good.
As long as I heard myself say it, that's all that matters.
I love you. Okay, true or false? Natural skincare products are always better for sensitive skin.
That word
False.
natural.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that word natural
Yeah.
again?
Any comments on that?
We never say natural. We always say non-toxic, plant-based, and
Okay.
organic.
Yeah.
And so we don't like the term natural. We don't use it in our.
That's
in our
Just a lot of
culture.
greenwashing with
There's a lot of
natural.
greenwashing.
So we
Yeah,
kind of want to be
yeah.
more specific
So
to what our
we-
brand does.
I like
We
that.
train our staff and team to not use natural as one of the descriptors for our
I
product.
like that. That's a really good point. Yeah, because you don't want to put all these words out there. It's like when this is so stupid, but like when people they're like microwave safe plastic. It's like it's safe for the
what?
plastic.
Yeah.
Like it's like that kind of thing where it's like you can say whatever you want and it's like double speak. But no, that's cool. Yeah.
Or like natural flavors.
yeah, natural flavors.
It's actually like a brand.
yeah,
of
it's like
flavors.
it's in
Yeah.
capital letters. I'm like, wait a second, why is
A lot of lawyers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double
exactly.
speaking for
Oh, yeah.
these brands.
Okay, and then the last one, true or false, plastic packaging can leach harmful chemicals into your skincare products over time.
True.
Yeah.
Whether
Absolutely.
heat is applied or not.
or not.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Really?
yeah.
And especially with essential oils, you're never supposed to put essential oils in plastic.
In plastic.
Ever.
you're-
Fat leaches, right? Like the oily things, like don't they leach plastic into them? Or just essential oils?
Or does
you're
it break
saying in
it
general?
down?
Is it fat?
Essential oils will break it down.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's that's why if you ever buy an essential oil and it's packaged in a plastic, you should just return it because it's
Yeah.
like eating away the plastic.
Ugh.
Or even a skincare. If you buy skincare that's natural
Right.
or whatever that has real essential oils, it's in plastic. It's gonna wear down the plastic.
Yeah.
And then you're putting that micro whatever plastic on.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm never going back ever since we've gotten your stuff. So thank God you have one here and one there because we're both places all
Mhm.
the time. So
Yeah.
we'll be visiting you.
I remember as a kid, I never realized like just how much chemicals had like the power they do or what they're that you can't contain them and just anything. I remember being a kid pouring gasoline into a water gallon jug and then leaving going like what? And it's like the bottom's all like
wow.
Yeah.
melted. I was
yeah.
like, what? So like, and then like that in itself is like that's
You're
like,
like inhaling it as you do it.
Yes.
yeah, exactly. It's a
On your
really
skin.
what a day. Just get
What a
super
day.
high. What a week. But yeah, it's just amazing how and that's also an oil as well, right? Petroleum.
Yeah, right.
See, I knew stuff. All right, cool. I feel good about that.
So yeah, so it's the endocrine disruptors like BPA is like what you were talking about, right? The microplastics that's BPA, right?
BPA is
The
what does
petroleum?
it
Is
stand
it,
for? I don't remember what it stands for, but it's a chemical in plastic that
Yeah.
leaches out, and it
Everything that's BPA now also contains other like BPFs
Yeah.
or something.
so
like
even if
so
it's
even
BPA
though they
free,
yeah, it's still
Oh.
not
they
great.
made other versions without the A, but it's BP and then some other
Oh man, wow.
kind of. It's like just a slight variation of the chemical. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same chemical, but just a slight variation.
It's
like
like
a molecule, like the
yeah.
molecules are slightly different.
Right.
Like the isomer of it, basically just like the mirror image of like the.
Exactly.
That's such an interesting thing too. Again, double speak. Like in this, I don't want to get too scientific here, but we got ketchup once, and it said no
Once?
sugar added.
right.
You turn it over and it's sorbitol. It's like, oh well, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that kind of like thing where you really have to kind of pay
You
attention.
kind of want to just actually, you'd rather get sugar than get
Yeah,
whatever
absolutely.
fake sugars.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about your guys' stuff. It's like you look at it and you're like, oh, I can pronounce everything here.
Oh my God.
and it all makes
Yes.
sense. And
Yes.
it just, yeah.
That's
And-
huge. And that's one selling point. When we have customers that don't know anything about what we do, it's
Yeah.
like when you turn any label over and you're like, I can't read that sentence word.
Right. Sentence word.
That
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
sentence
good way to
chemical
put it.
word. I can't. Well, you probably shouldn't put it
Yeah,
on
probably should-
if
no.
you can't pronounce it.
By the way, I would like to make everybody know we are not being sponsored in any way by Hibu Botanica. So just
We're just fans.
but we are huge fans. Yeah. And
Thank
I
you.
was going to mention something else about that, but yeah. Did you have something you want to say? Oh, you're
Yeah.
switching babies.
I brought the check, by the way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Thank you.
It'll clear.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
coming and bringing your gorgeous baby.
Mhm.
And yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask it before we get out of here, just because people can get in touch with you guys. Like, is there like a like your social? Is there some place like that you'd like them to be able to reach out to specifically? Or we'll put all the information down here, and then when you guys give us the check for $200, we'll release we'll release the information.
only 200. Oh,
Yeah, I
great!
know.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I said it was gonna be more.
Yeah.
I wrote a $2,000 check, but I'll tear it up. It's
Oh.
fine.
I don't like too many zeros. I get to
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
See?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Exactly. It's like you're using
What a
checks.
ripoff.
Weird.
Just she's outraged.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
many
So yeah,
zeros.
where can anybody find you?
Yeah.
Like
So hibabotanica.com. That's our website.
That's XEBA.
Yeah,
XEBA.
Yeah.
So Hiba like Mexico or Oaxaca.
Yep.
The X sounds,
okay,
Yep.
yeah.
the X sounds like an H. And then you can go online and find all of the handles. I mean, but our social is Hiba Botanica
Okay.
Okay.
at Instagram
Okay.
for all the socials.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a very healing name, even just saying it, Hiba Botanica.
know,
It's just
Hiba
like a nice,
Botanica,
yeah. Botanica just makes me think of like the rainforest and like trees and like just something, very natural stuff. So it's a nice visual, right, Xochitl? Exactly. I just want to make sure everybody knew that the general response I get when I say stuff
Is silence.
is like my baby,
Oh,
just
okay,
looking
yeah.
at me, going,
Oh my God. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming.
thank you.
This will be
Thanks for
out
having
on
us.
Wednesday of next week at 3 a.m. And that's about it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for having us.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
sure which camera's going to where, but yeah.
Wave at everything.
Yeah.